Dungeons and Daddies is a rowdy, horny, violent podcast for grown-ups. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
When I was a cool girl, some asshole took me someplace real shitty to see a marching band. He said, I think I'm dying. Would you be the leader of these losers in a pussy wagon band? I said, no way, fuck those guys, I'm a loner, a poet and a goth girl, not like the other girls. But I can't defeat them, this stupid parade of fucking tryhards, and save this two-third world. When I was a cool girl, some asshole took me someplace real shitty to see a marching band. He said, I think I'm dying. Would you be the leader of these losers in a pussy wagon band?
Welcome to Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast. It's a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. This is a story of 14s from
I need to go
our
get
world.
changed. I'll be right back.
Just the sound of
Sorry,
leather.
I didn't get the memo.
Take the ball gag out of your mouth, Matt.
Yeah, as a podcast, people need to hear you clearly.
How am I still talking, though?
Good question.
This is your
Practice.
imagination.
This is the story
We didn't
of...
say what the ball gag was gagging.
She said,
This is the story of 4 teens from our world who have been transported back to our world to save it from an eldritch monster that was unleashed by their grandparents. Welcome back, Will. The last 4 episodes, I think, were all batch recorded, and now we are
Yes,
back.
now there's 2, and not to bury the lead, but there's 2 daddies on the podcast now.
that's right.
Wow.
It is now a 40% dad podcast.
We'll get there. We'll get to 100% someday.
What do you mean 40%?
Over my
Am I a woman and not worth a percent to you? Smells
What are you
like
talking
wrong
about?
Beth
No,
in
there's
here.
2 daddies.
That's what it
20,
smells
20,
like.
Being
20.
bad at math? Holy shit.
Yes.
You're cutting all of that, of course.
No,
No,
my
keep it in.
mom
That's
got
great.
joke.
2 out of 5, Beth?
What?
2 out of 5 people?
That's 20%.
No, there's
2
now-
out
no,
of 5
It's
is not
60%
No, I'm
because
saying each
Freddie
person's
just
20%.
said
60%,
No,
it's 40%.
No,
That
it's
was
60% now because Freddie is an honorary dad because he just called Beth Matt, like all good dads do. He couldn't even remember the name of his children. So Freddie's now an honorary dad.
50% maybe.
I just want to say this to all my gals out there. It's fine to be bad at math
And to be mad at Beth.
and to be mad at Matt.
Mad at Beth.
My name is Freddie Wong. I play Taylor Swift, the ice-cold, cool ranger teen of the group.
Ice cold. That's new.
cool. That's new.
I'm just
yeah.
trying adjectives, seeing what sticks.
thirsty.
Real spaghetti methodology for my characters. Taylor's rad fact this week, Taylor's favorite sushi is salmon sushi. He just can't get enough of it.
I respect that.
Yeah, it's
Because
good.
you know
enough.
what? It's the best sushi.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Freddie has different sushi opinions, but salmon is good. And, partly because here's the thing. I think about this a lot with sushi. I'm like, yes, I feel bad about eating like tuna, but at the same time, it's just like last chance, you know what I'm saying?
Why do you feel bad about eating tuna?
Because it's like, contributing to the depletion of tuna. And I feel like in 50 years, we won't have tuna anymore.
That's
I didn't
true.
know that.
Yeah.
Man, you're an asshole.
I know.
I like this fact. I was going to do something serious, but I think I'm just going to go off
I'm
of
loving
that.
this NPR-ass energy we
Yeah.
got this
Yeah,
morning.
I have a
everybody, my name's-
question really quick, just
okay.
for Taylor. What's Taylor's favorite hour? Is it midnight? Is it?
I don't get it.
Taylor Swift, the new
Oh,
album, Midnight.
excuse me? It's a little album.
I don't
called
get
Came
it.
out.
I don't get it.
That's bait. That's
He
bait.
doesn't.
Don't give him an inch. Don't give Freddie an inch. He knows what Midnight's is.
All right, really quick, just what'd you think?
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
I know a lot of people don't, but I don't
What?
care about
People
those
People
people.
love
like
it.
that album?
A lot, yeah. I don't know. I'm
It's a
just going
return to
off of what
form.
I hear on Twitter.
A return to form.
I'll tell you a little bit
from
about
folklore?
Taylor Swift's Midnights. It's spent in front of his computer in his room with like the mood lighting on, and he's chowing down on some late night nigiri and watching animes.
Nice.
Taylor Swift can't return to form, and she's been perfect every single album. Anyways, my name is Matthew Arnold, and I play Lincoln Lee Wilson, a schooled-at-home soccer kid who's a protective paladin in the group. And you know what? Freddie, I had another fact, but I think I'm just going to do your fact. And Lincoln's favorite sushi is a vegetable roll. That's
You chose violence this morning,
A
Matthew.
vegetable roll, huh?
vegetable roll.
Yeah.
The fish is icky. It's not cooked. It's not cooked. What are you doing? Doesn't like it.
Just some cukes in there? Just some cucumbers?
Yeah, just some cucumbers and a little avocado if he's
Avocado's
feeling
good,
spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, vegetable roll.
All
That's
right.
it.
What's
I
funny is
respect
that
it.
I have a reason for this dad fact, and it's going to come to play here in this episode.
Oh,
very
mine.
shortly.
Nope. I think things might get serious okay anyway. So
Keep
just
it
keep it
light.
loose.
Keep it light touch.
Vegetable
got
roll.
Got it. Veggie rolls.
Hey everyone, I'm Will Campos. I play Normal Oak, mixed up mascot kid who doesn't know who he is anymore. Teen fact this week about Normal. This one's for you, Freddie.
Yay.
That raccoon that Normal found that he befriended a couple of teen facts ago. It's actually not a raccoon. It's a going on dog.
What's a going on, dog?
Not much, dog. What's it going on, bitch?
Are you serious?
Did you seriously fall for that? You actually fell for that?
Are you serious?
Oh my god, Freddie is full on doing the Evangelion Shinji, like doubled over in his chair, clutching his head. He literally looks like he has to go pilot the Eva right now.
Yes!
I can't
Will.
believe that.
Will, you found his perfect weakness. You found
Oh
like a
my
moment
God.
his defenses were down.
All right, so here's the real story. I became
God damn it!
How did you fall for
How
it?
did you fall from that?
No, it was a moment of weakness.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ! So, here's the story of that dad fact. Last month, I became a father. My wife and I had our beautiful baby boy, Andy, and he's doing well. Everyone's doing great. I have been thinking about what my dad fact was going to be for a month straight while sleep deprived and pacing around back and forth. And I was like, I feel like I got one chance here to really pull something over on somebody. And I thought of this going on dog thing. I was like, wait a sec, because Freddie updogged me 2 decades ago. I swear to God, 12 years
Oh my
ago.
God.
He
Damn.
got me with just straight up updog. And I was like, I will have my revenge. one day.
Wait, do you remember that? I don't remember that.
I had never heard updog before, and then you just updogged me, and then everyone laughed at me, and I've been
The day
holding
Freddie
a
updogged
grudge.
you was the most important day of your life. To him, it was Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday.
And I was like, I bet my first fact back, everyone's going to be wondering what it is. He's going to say something about having a kid. And I'm like, oh, wait, I'll call Freddie out specifically. I'll reel him in.
That was the move. That's what
so
got
I don't know.
me, dude.
Anyway, I can die now. I'm quitting the podcast.
Fuck,
Goodbye.
bro. Just like fucking James Earl Jones used to say, dude. The circle is now complete.
I just watched an assassination. You know, like those videos that nobody moves? Like, we all just sat here, just watched Freddie get
Those
murdered.
3 seconds before disaster happened videos.
Holy shit.
Anyway.
Do I need to turn back in my podcaster card?
I think so.
Do I need to go back to the Podcasters Guild and tell them that I've been forcibly ejected by an updog joke?
Hi.
Fuck you, Will.
Hi, Beth. How are you?
Hi, I'm Beth May, and I play Scary Marlowe. That's right. Tis
That's
the
my
season.
Scream Queen.
It's Halloween. I know that this is coming out.
What, Matt? That's my Scream Queen.
Matt is the Scream Queen. Yes, go Matt. Okay, I know
Sorry to
this is
take
coming out after Halloween, but it's
Oh,
before
no.
Halloween for us, so ooh.
Oh.
Have a spooky Thanksgiving.
Yes. Oh my gosh, such a scary holiday.
Make sure the
Anyways,
turkey hits
I
an
play
internal
a
temperature.
goth punk seeker of darkness who's not like other warlocks. Fun fact about Scary this week, actually a twofer is that Scary still plays the Wordle. Yep, it's still going on.
All around.
Are they out of words by now?
Nope, they've done a lot of words, but not every word.
We keep making new ones.
What's her go-to starter word?
Actually, she
Scary.
loses every time.
What?
Because her 6 guesses are always the same. Awful, angry, annoyed, cruel, gross, inane. She has gotten it right 6 times.
That day she got in one, she must have felt pretty good.
Yep.
All over the socials on that one.
I'm Anthony Burch. I'm your dad.
Hey, Dad!
Today's dad fact is that in order to help everybody remember the fact that Hermie the Unworthy is technically part of the party, I bought the Joker standee.
Yes, and you've been keeping it at my place.
I've been keeping it at Freddie's place.
Much to the consternation of anybody who comes
We're
to
going to move
visit.
him so he's
Next
easier
to
for me
Freddie's
to see.
beautiful pottery that Freddie has like slaved over for hours, I have a little Joker standee that he's just a little freaky guy.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little freak of the week. Yeah, he loves Taylor the most. I take him off of Freddie's beautiful shelf of pottery every time we record. This is the first time, so that everyone will know that Hermie's around. If people mention Hermie more, that's why, because we now have a visual aid.
This Joker's pose is very like he's leaning forward.
He's doing
really.
that Michael Jackson lean forward. You know what I mean? Like the one where he had to like nail his shoes to the ground or whatever.
No, it looks like his mama is like just holding him up, and he's like got baby legs.
We'll take a picture. We'll post it on our social media account.
This was just the pose that was easiest to fit him into the thingy because he falls over a lot because he's just
Love
a
it.
little guy.
He's just a little guy.
He's a little guy. Hermie, don't fall over. I like him.
We need a Joker movie where the Joker is just a little guy.
I think the movie you're thinking of is Ted. So the last time we left you, Ding Dongs, you were headed to the Undergrove with Grant. He had a parcel with him. He picked a lock on a door made out of meat that was down a long flight of stairs. You seem to know more about his plans regarding the sun and killing the doodler than he would have liked. He opened the door to do something. He told you to close your eyes, and right before I could explain what it was, Beth said something about a fleshlight, and I decided I didn't want to do the show anymore that week. So
that's actually why we took a month break. It wasn't for Will's kid.
Yeah, I needed time.
We really had to convince Anthony to come back after that.
Yeah, they
We
had
had Brendan Lee Mulligan on the line.
Yeah,
and
he was on
everything.
speed dial. Your eyes are closed and immediately overwhelmed with this bright orange color. You feel a warmth on your face that is unusual, and you feel a nostalgia for not a memory that really even happened, but a memory of you seeing a future memory inside of Tilbarona's brain.
Damn, do you ever have like nostalgia for a thing you didn't even experience?
Like, wrong generation, am I right?
It's like when you like remember what an N64 game looks like, and then you look back at what it actually looked like, but it's like you're still nostalgic. It's not
all
what
I'm
it
thinking
was.
about is the happiness and warmth I get from watching The Annoying Orange on YouTube, my favorite classic film series on Turner Classic Movies the YouTube
Oh,
channel.
you got the Criterion box set
Wow.
in the shape of an orange.
It's really hard to keep on a shelf. So eventually, Grant says, I think you can open your eyes now. And when you do, for the first time in your life, you're getting vitamin D.
Ah, but that's where my dad fact trap card comes into play. Nothing is affected by Taylor because vitamin D is abundant in sushi and salmon specifically. That's right, Anthony. That is the exact reason why I picked the sushi dad fact for salmon. Taylor will be unaffected by the presence of the sun. Matt, on the other hand, who only has vegetable sushi rolls, is suffering.
Damn.
All
We
right.
all take vitamins.
Yeah, you all were raised on Flintstones gummies.
Aw.
You see the sun. You can't look directly at it, obviously. It is smaller than you saw in the memory of the future, and it is hovering at the top of a very, very tall cavern. It immediately grabs your attention because it is obviously the brightest and warmest thing in the room. But as your eyes acclimate, you look down and you see that the floor is glistening and wet and red and seems to be made primarily of meat. You see long tendrils, long veins, almost tentacles, throbbing and pulsating along the ground.
It's so beautiful and so weird and disgusting, just like The Annoying Orange.
And once you look away from the sun, you realize you were inside
Which
a
you shouldn't be
massive,
looking at, by
which
the
you shouldn't
way.
be looking
No,
directly
no,
at.
okay.
Grant immediately goes like, "Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Look away
He's
from
just
it."
staring straight at it.
He goes, "Link, no," and he tries to like push your head
It's
down
a-
or like block the sun with his hand.
Can we roll to see how much eye damage Link just did to him? Like, if
Yeah,
he
roll
has, like,
Constitution.
I got a 5.
Yeah, 5. Okay, so yeah, you look way too hard, and for the entire rest of the episode, when you blink, you get a big old white circle in the center of your vision, and anything that's going to require you to do something long distance, you're going to do with some disadvantage.
Okay.
Grant's not quick enough to make you look away from it, but yeah, you look around, you see that this is a massive cavern. It's a studio apartment style, real open office plan kind of a cavern. Just one big, huge cavernous room with this sun at the top, beaming sunlight down on everything beneath it. And what is beneath it, you ask?
So the sun is small.
Yes, as I was saying before, it's not the size of the sun you saw in your memory. It is a small, it's like from where you are, it looks like it might be the size of a basketball or something.
Oh, but if we
Uh,
use
this
the
is-
ruler,
But it is as bright as the sun, though, right?
It is the same brightness as if you were like outside and the sun was
Got
at
it,
its
got it,
normal
I
humans.
see.
Like you're not getting burned up, you're not in danger or anything
Yeah.
like that.
okay.
Are we getting like a little tan?
I mean, I guess if you stayed here for long enough, yeah.
Feels so powerful.
You're all pretty pale comparatively, so I think, yeah, you're probably...
Yeah,
probably
get this thing away from me.
Yeah, I don't like it.
As Grant tries to lead you forward across the slick, meaty, wet ground, you also see some trees idling every few steps along the ground. And Grant puts his fingers to his lips and he says, "They're sleeping." and he tries.
Sleeping. The trees are sleeping. Mr. What's your last name again? Like Mr. Wilson?
Wilson. Yes, the trees are sleeping. Don't.
Dad, what's that big bright thing?
Yeah, what's
It's
going
like a
on?
super light. My eyes hurt now.
Yeah, don't look at it.
What is that thing?
It's a star. It's a sun. Not
Oh.
like a U.
Like Hatsune Miku?
When I close my eyes, I still see it.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. It's
haunted your eyeballs.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
Wherever I look.
Roll stealth with disadvantage, Taylor.
Taylor's just so pumped at the idea that there was a ghost.
Man, Taylor Swift really wondering if we're out of the woods yet.
Will.
Did you hear her new song, Hey, What's Up, Dog?
Go fuck yourself.
Freddie says it smells like wrong dog in here.
Freddie, you want to roll the bofa?
12 plus 4, 16.
Okay, so yeah, you manage to stay quiet as you continue forward. So Grant is holding this parcel to his stomach, and he's basically saying like, okay, so we're gonna meet somebody, and I just need you to just be chill, be cool, don't freak out.
Well, are they like a celebrity?
Yeah, kind of, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, is that like another family of yours or just another big lie that you have?
damn.
Just like, what is it?
Oh, shit.
What are you? I don't know another family. You're my only family. You and Mark are my only family. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just was, the floodgates are open, sir. So once you lied, who knows what you told me. Yeah, I mean, the sun hurts my eyes. You didn't tell me about that. Oh, you did. But
I did tell you that. And sometimes little white lies can protect the people that we care about from the.
You never said that. That's the opposite of what you would tell me. Anytime I would try to take a cookie or eat something, you'd be like, "Man, you got to tell the truth."
Yes.
No such thing as a white
Anytime
lie.
you tried to eat something?
When I was
No, but not anytime. I feed him. He gets to eat.
in between meal times because I get a little hungry.
Hermes, start taking notes. There may be a case building here.
Oh, that's right. Hermes here. I forgot. He's such a little guy.
You thought I was a tree, didn't you? Let me make like a tree and take some notes on this horrible
Let's go
father
meet the
situation.
stranger.
What trees take notes? So there.
Is that a riddle?
No.
No, I was just like, why?
What trees take notes?
Matt, what were you going to say?
I don't know. I like them. What trees take notes?
No.
You got Matt with a riddle.
It's not a riddle. I was trying to come up with a joke, and it wasn't a joke.
Yet riddles upon riddles.
Okay, at the far end of this cavern, you can see an old decrepit woman sitting on a throne of what looks to be glistening uncooked steak. And she is asleep.
Who's that, Dad?
That's an old friend of Dad's.
What kind of friend?
Never mentioned her.
I mean, do you tell me about all your friends? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah, you do.
We're supposed to tell
You
each other
absolutely do.
everything.
I know everything about
Wait,
your day.
Mr.
when you
Wilson,
come
what has he said about me?
home.
Go ahead, Dad. Tell him.
Yeah,
I don't care anymore. Actually, no, don't tell him.
okay. I won't tell him.
Only good things.
What?
See, now we're talking about. Now you understand little white lies.
White lies,
Sometimes it's good.
yeah.
Sometimes
Look
it's
what
good to
you've
spare
done.
people's feelings.
Look what you've done, Dad. I'm already breaking my. I can't even. I've said so many bad things about you.
You have?
Well, I didn't like you at first. I didn't like anybody. He told me that all
Okay,
you're
now
dangerous.
use roll stealth. Normal
Maybe this is somebody in his journal.
with disadvantage.
I got a 6.
Okay. So with a 6 next to you, the trees rustle, their leaves shake back and forth, and you hear a creaking noise, and the tree starts to rise up, and you see that its roots sort of form legs, and they stand up on either side of you. And they lean down, and one pulls an arm back as if to swing at you, grab at you, maybe, who knows?
You.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna be like, don't do that. Hey, wait, tree. No, don't hit me.
So Grant is going to pop the top of the gift box, and if anybody wants to roll perception, maybe you can sneak a look at what's inside the parcel.
Sure.
Yes.
It's a 9.
You don't see shit.
16.
I got a 12.
17.
Half of you see that inside there are 2 items. One of them looks kind of like Batman's grapnel gun. It's like a little gun with a 3-claw hook on the end.
Mm-hmm.
And the other is what looks to be a small flamethrower, like a really handheld, just like it looks like a super soaker, but with a lighter on the end. And he holds it up and points it at the tree, and he goes, "Everybody be cool. Be cool. We just want to talk to Aaron. Don't keep your fucking distance." So he's going to roll intimidation to see if he can get them to not fuck with you.
Maybe we should make like a tree and leave.
Nice.
Fuck.
Is there any trees that are named after teachers or anybody who takes notes?
So he got shut up. So he got a 10, which is not enough. So the tree reaches down and grabs Grant around his stomach and squeezes, and he's going to roll Constitution to see if he can wriggle free.
See if he poops a little
He
bit.
gets a 2. He drops the flamethrower.
Oh no.
He drops the parcel as well. And he says, shit, guys, get out of here. Get out of He looks at you, Link, and he goes, go.
I grab the flamethrower.
Okay.
And I go, put down my dad. He's been bad, but like this isn't how we punish. I'm gonna burn you.
The tree looks at you and then just turns and starts, with your dad in hand, starts walking towards
Fire warning
Aaron.
shot.
Hey, lady, help.
So in the far distance, you see this woman like, and looks around. But the tree ignores your warning and starts walking in the opposite direction towards this woman on the meat throne. What are you going to do?
I'm just following and being like, I'm going to do it. And I'm looking back at all of you through. It's like, I don't want to do this. I'm going to just keep walking.
Taylor's
keep
like,
walking,
do
sir or
it.
Mrs.
You gotta show that you mean business in a hostage situation.
I look for like the most overreaching branch, like the last leaf that's like so far away from my house.
His famous short story.
And I just do a little like, psh, like, you know, when you're trying to get the gasoline to exactly $4, the like tiniest little trigger squeeze, just like, poof,
All right.
just trying to do a little bit of a flame on one leaf.
Roll dexterity to see if you have the trigger discipline.
Ooh, 16.
16.
Ooh.
Okay. So with a 16, you light that entire branch on fire. It's a smaller branch, there's like a couple twigs and stuff associated. And the tree stops what it's doing and with its other hand swats at the fire, grabs it, breaks it off, and throws it on the ground, then stamps it out. But it stops and it looks at you with a little bit more of a wary kind of posture.
Yeah.
And it cocks its head at you as if to ask, you know, what?
What
up?
gives,
well,
bro?
yeah, just, you know, hey, there's more with that. I don't want to use it, like, but I will just put down my dad and we can talk it out. I mean, I'm mad at him too, so maybe we'll have some common ground and we can talk about what he did wrong.
So the tree arches its back. You hear the sound of creaking wood, and several trees behind you also get to their feet, and they start approaching you, and you find yourself about to be surrounded.
Back to back.
Okay.
Hey, Dad, what should I
imagine
do?
the
We're
Avengers?
surrounded, Dad.
I told you to kill one of them and then run through the corpse to get out of here.
How about you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Well, okay, who's in charge of these trees?
Her.
Yo,
says-
lady, get your trees to stop messing with us.
Why don't you roll persuasion?
16.
16.
Plus 5.
Jeez Louise. Okay, so even from this distance, your voice booms out, maybe a little bit reminiscent of when Ron would use thaumaturgy to make his voice louder generations ago. Not that you would know that. Your voice booms out, and this small woman in the other end of the chamber slams a staff against the ground, and the trees turn to all look towards her, and she puts her hands out and does a come hither gesture with her hands, and the tree puts Grant down and starts walking towards the throne while still sort of, it's hard to tell because they don't have faces, but you get the feeling that they're all still looking at you even as they walk, and they're surrounding you as one escort towards the throne.
Scary, you're such a leader. Look at that.
As you approach the throne, you see that this woman has grayish reddish hair. She is hunched over. She has dead, dried flowers all over her dress. She's still very pretty, despite the fact that she seemingly has been living underground for a very long time. And she says, "Oh, look who it is, Mr. Oh, God, I've had so long to fucking think of a thing to say when you came back. Oh, I fucked it up. No, you're the worst. You're the worst. You suck. I hate you. Give me a good reason not to kill you, Mr. Wilson." And Grant goes, I've got a deal. I have an idea that everything can be fine. All be good. She says, "Oh, I don't think so." And she casts a spell with her fingers. She twiddles her fingers in the air. She looks into his mind and she sees that he is lying. And she says, no, I don't think I'll be making any deals with you today. Who are these adorable little ones? And she starts approaching you with her arms outstretched like a granny who wants to go in for some hugs or pinch some cheeks. And she goes, "Which one is yours?"
Oh, I'm Mr. Wilson. I'm his kid.
"Oh, hello, a pleasure to meet you. I may have to kill your father, but you're welcome to stay here if you like.
After you kill him?
I mean, forever."
No, I mean, we're here because we're trying to save. So it sounds like we know that my dad and all the other dads did some bad stuff, but we're in charge now, and he just stepped out of line, and we're here to try to fix things. So,
So it sounds like it should be you I should be negotiating with. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's our leader.
Yeah, me and my co-leader, Scary. We're kind of the dynamic duo, and then we got our 3 followers here.
Followers.
Yeah.
I'm your right-hand man, the trigger man, if you will. the hatchet man.
Hermie says, I am definitely a follower. Yes. Thank you.
And me, I'm just sort of following my own path right now. I'm trying to figure myself out. But I guess I'd sort of like, would you guys consider me a hype man or like a, sort of like a strategy development person? Like, I don't know, but I'm involved.
I think you're the heart of the group.
Interesting.
That's what Hermie would say.
Taylor leans in and whispers, he's the ideas guy.
So Aaron says, well, let me explain the landscape you find yourself on for this upcoming negotiation. Please sit. And as she says that, a bunch of little cubes of meat rise out of the ground at roughly butt height. And she goes, please sit. And the trees put their branches on you and force you down into the seats.
Oh, like a roller coaster, like a doom buggy and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like the lap bar comes out.
Yeah, kind of like that.
It's like, don't lower, the ghosts will do it for you.
Yeah. So she says, I'm presuming that you know that your father and his friends decided to put the doodler into our world to save their own world. And what they maybe did not, or maybe they did consider, is the fact that doing so would blot out our sun, which my children, my family, she says, gesturing at the trees, need for light. So it took a great deal of effort, it took a great deal of magic, but I managed to somehow reach beyond the veil of the doodler's butt, grab the sun, and bring it back here down to size. Though in so doing, I lost my love, or whatever relationship that Aaron O'Neill and Vince have in real life, that's what this is. I don't want to, say it's one thing and then it changes and then the podcast is awkward for you guys forever. I should have never named you after real people, but whatever your relationship currently is, that's what your relationship is here. We have to live down here, subsisting only on the light from this miniaturized sun and from all of the moisture we can gather from the meat, from all of the people that we meatify. But
meatify?
Wait, what?
You had me up until that last part.
Yeah, until the meatify part.
Yeah, why
we
do you
have
need
to eat. We need water. Water is sorely lacking in this world, and so sometimes we go out and we collect the meat.
I thought you would have been like a vegetarian or something.
Why would I be a vegetarian? My children have plans. I don't eat my children, would you?
Yeah, no. I mean,
Meat
I don't
only.
know. It depends. Like, I don't know. How tasty are my children?
Ew.
No, I mean, like, if like my children were like nerds ropes, like I would eat them.
You would eat your
Ew.
kids? Scary?
Well, I didn't know that they weren't like nerds
You
ropes.
scary. You like nerds ropes?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
That's the
Even
worst
I
of
don't
all
eat them.
candies.
You nerds ropes, come on.
Whatever. Stop bullying me.
So,
Oh my god.
your father came
This
back.
is so cruel. Did you see the way that they were just talking to me?
Wait, you were gonna eat your kids?
You were
They
talking about
making me,
eating your
like,
kids. Don't
lesser
look at me
than.
because I'm the only other woman in this situation like I'm going to be on your side.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Women are so mean to other women. It's like really hard to catch a break. It's like we're always trying to compare each other or something.
No, there's no comparison. We're pretty
yeah,
different. You
whatever.
just said you
I'm
would eat
prettier
kids.
than you, so shut the fuck up.
Wow! Wow!
Okay, so I get what you've done. It's a nice, for you. This seems like a nice place. Good job.
Thank
but
you.
Yeah, I
Go
guess.
with the compliment sandwich. Get
Yeah,
it, lady.
yeah.
the
So,
sandwich, dude.
and Dad, it seems like you've been on a quest and you've gone here. So that's good job for you too.
Not really a compliment. Just sort of said what I was.
Well, you not everybody makes it to the end of their journey, and now you're both here, and we need to know what both of you are trying to do so
Of
that
course.
we can do the better thing. Because that's
of
what
course,
we're
of
here.
course.
Because you both have done a lot of. You're murdering people. Like I'm on people. It seems like so. That's fucked
We
up.
don't murder people
I'm
if you
trying
eat
to
them.
hang that together.
It's not
I
murder
still
if
see
you
a
eat
sun
them.
in my eye. And
Did you just say it's not murder if you eat them?
Yeah.
what?
You ever eat a hamburger? Do you say you murdered the cow? No.
I mean, but the
It's the
cow.
same thing with nerds ropes.
The cows aren't
You
people.
know what? Now we're on the same page. Now I like
Yes.
you. Girls stick together.
Yes,
back to
they
back.
do. Hell yeah.
Cross our arms, put back to back.
Yes, bestie.
Bestie, I can tell you exactly what your father wants, and father, please feel free to tell me if I'm wrong at any point. Yeah, I got a British accent in the intervening years. I thought it would be a fun thing to do. And Grant looks at her nervously and she says, Grant Wilson was here to pretend to do some sort of deal to help my people find a new home for themselves. But in reality, he was, let's see. And she looks through his little parcel and she goes, And she opens and closes the claws on the little grapnel gun thing. And she goes, this seems like it's made for, and she taps the end of it. Heat seeking. Yes, you were going to take our sun, weren't you? You're going to take our globe, our light, our giving
Wait,
energy.
you were?
And Grant averts his eyes when she says that.
Your dad was going to kidnap another kid?
No, S-U-N.
Oh. All right. I'm back up to speed. Go on.
Yes, he was going here to take our son from us for some nefarious purposes I can only guess at. Whereas all I've ever wanted was one of two things. I wanted either a path open to hell where my children could live in eternity because the hellfire is not dissimilar from the fire of the sun, incidentally, or for a portal to be opened back to where we came from initially, from our original world.
So you're saying if we could get you, if we're trying to get you both what you want, Dad, you want the sun, right? That's what you're here for?
Yeah.
Okay, not gonna lie, that's what you're here for, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the sun. Okay, cool. And you want to go to hell, right? That's what you just said?
Or go back
ma'am?
to the other place.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't want her where I live. Look at she just makes
Whoa.
meat people. She makes meat people. What? Oh, you want to live here? Literally, we're sitting on people.
Yeah, but she's only eating people because she doesn't have a, doesn't she got to,
Never
right?
thought
He
Lincoln.
gets it. This one gets it too.
Oh, so
Back to
if you're-
back, bestie.
Not the
Yeah.
Not my backyard. I don't want anybody eating meat. I don't want people who eat meat in my backyard.
Literally, I was trying to make the NIMBY joke at the same time.
Hey, okay, so you're saying if you came back to our world, you wouldn't eat people?
If we went back to your world, I don't know if we would need to because
Oh,
our world
neat.
already had a lot of
Okay.
inherent magics in it. And Grant says, no, you can't. I've told you a million times that you can't. If you try to go through, that's too many people, that's too much at once. It could break the barrier between the realms. The realms could like combine and then the doodler would see everything. It's the thing that Terry, that you're scary,
Okay, Dad,
sorry, that
ground
your dad
yourself.
said.
Dad, ground yourself.
He's
okay.
not my dad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
He
so-
starts counting his fingers. He starts counting things that he can see.
It sounds like you got two things you want, and one of them is bad for Grant here. So, like, it sounds like if you went to hell, we could get the sun. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, if you could help us get into hell and establish a new civilization for ourselves, but I don't know if you'd be able to.
This should be pretty easy. I mean, none of you guys have been baptized, right?
I don't know what that is.
Is that how it works?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
Dad, did you baptize me?
oh, I was talking about the trees.
Oh, well, now I'm curious, though. I want to know.
Grant says, yeah, your grandfather suggested I, as a just in case kind of thing.
Because, yeah, I don't even think we have a Bible in the house, so that's
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
I'm
weird.
not that. Again,
Baptized.
I kind of just did it to make your granddad happy.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're saying if we bring all these trees and this nice cannibal lady to our world, it's going to collapse whatever thing we're doing to keep the world separate, right? But
No,
like, what if we took them through like just one at a time? You know what I mean?
We can, but every time any of us go through the barrier between the worlds, it's like your stepdad said, Scary, that what do you do when your arm is itching? Like, we're just itching the doodler a little bit every single time we go through this portal because it's connected to them. If we keep doing it, if we keep doing with a lot of people that it's not familiar with, like big old trees and Aaron O'Neill and all of her friends and wherever Walter is, then yeah, it could notice and it could start actually trying to attack us rather than just sort of passively observing us. It could cut off the arm.
Okay, but it's okay to bring the sun back.
Well, it's not going to matter once I bring the sun around because it's going to be dead. We're going to expand the size of the sun so big using that tape measure that it'll basically destroy the entire realm and everything in it. And when he says that, Aaron goes, oh, that's
Yeah,
the plan?
so- no,
You're going to
yeah.
kill all of us, huh? Without letting us go back. Cool. Dick move.
Yeah, no,
Dick
we
move, Dick.
agree. We're not letting them do. Yeah, so Dad, we met the other dads, and I'm. Yeah, you're. I got bad things to say to you, but we're not letting. Yeah, we're not doing that, right, guys? Like, we're not killing
that
this whole
plan
world.
sucks.
Yeah. So we're trying to find
We
another
agree
way.
with you. That plan is terrible and stupid.
Grant's like, if you got a better one, I'd love to hear it.
We're
We're figuring
working
that.
on
Yeah,
it.
we're working on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
WIP.
Aaron says, you know what we need? Because we could go around and around all day. What we need is a nice little time box it. We're gonna time box this conversation. So if you two wouldn't mind these trees, each one of you go ahead and grab one of Grant's arms, and then just slowly apply a little bit of pressure. Just pull a little bit harder and harder, and
What?
eventually this conversation will be over once your father has been ripped in twain for betraying my trust and the trust of my friends and sending us all to hell. So if we don't come to a
Figurative hell, not literal hell.
not the literal, oh, if only. If we don't come to a conclusion that we are both happy with, if we don't come to a deal that can be made, then I am afraid your father is going to be the price paid for this little conversation.
I think we had one, right? We'll help you get to hell, and then you can give us the sun. And
Sure.
then
How?
oh,
I want that, quick teen huddle.
Can you just pause killing my dad for a second while we teen huddle?
No. Go
Okay,
ahead,
go
though.
fast. What, Taylor?
I have some, I might have an inside connection
Oh, yeah.
or two into hell, just like not something I like to, brag about, but it just might be, just letting you know that I have some connections.
Yeah, we
Why'd you kill somebody?
No, way cooler than that, Scary.
Well,
I
tell
might
her.
have some.
Yeah, tell her. Yeah, you have you.
Well, Link and I had a little side adventure while you guys were doing the group project, and I met my dad, and he's a hell demon of some import, as I've gathered in the time sense. Really cool guy. Don't want to, burn any favors I have with him, but he's down there, and I'm sure he could probably hook us up.
Yeah,
Just
we got to
throwing it out
direct connect to hell. So
there. With a little
like,
bit of grease in the palm, so to speak. That's right. I'm monetizing
Well,
my
there you
relationship with
have
my
it.
dad.
Let's.
Okay, go ahead and call him then. How do you summon your dad?
1 second here while I speak
Okay, well,
to my friends.
pause killing my dad. We
No,
just give you a
there's no
solution.
pausing. That's how time boxing
We
works.
just give you a solution.
Okay, where is the tape measure?
Scary has it, right?
Scary.
Yeah.
Can I have the tape measure real quick?
Yeah, here you go.
I take the tape measure and I pop it open and I aim it at the sun and I look at Aaron O'Neill.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Roll intimidation.
Okay.
I say with advantage too.
Okay. Oh, that's a natural 20.
All right,
I say,
what do you say?
all right, lady, listen up. I don't know this guy that well, but I like his son quite a bit. He's a sweet boy, and I realize that a lot of bad stuff is going on, but here's the deal. Every little inch you tug on him, I tug on this, and that sun gets a little bit bigger. You kill him, I pull this thing, and we all go up, okay?
And she goes, whoa,
Jeez,
he's crazy enough to do it. Everyone stop, everyone be cool. And they
'cause, like,
immediately
Normal just wants Link to like him again.
Do you like me now, Link?
Man, he's pretty cool.
So immediately the trees drop your dad, and she goes, oh, okay, so boys willing to play with fire, huh? You're willing for all of us to go up. I like the cut of your jib. You must be Lark's son, huh? That's a Lark move.
I'm not clear on that. I'm pretty sure that I'm his nephew, though.
Okay.
Same bloodline.
Same bloodline, sure. Okay, so what's your move, kid? You sort of got us at the end of a gun, but we've also got you at the end of several wooden guns, and the trees all flex.
Now
A bunch of acorns like fall out on the ground and stuff.
this is all I had.
Well, yeah, so let's call.
Well, call your dad. Do you know your dad's cell phone number? Call him.
Yeah. 1 second here. And
Just
then
ask if Held needs some trees.
I'm just gonna pull my friends aside for a second. Hey, so just really quick, I don't know how to fucking contact my dad.
Oh.
Well, you could have mentioned that before Norm went all hardcore.
What's going on over there, guys? I feel like I'm losing the momentum here. I feel
Or
like they're going to
like-
realize that I'm not going to make good on this bluff. What's going on?
Normcore, I guess.
Oh yeah, you don't have a phone number or anything, do you?
No, I don't really have a
Maybe
means.
Taylor, maybe if you like whisper his name on the wind,
Yeah.
he'll show up.
Well-
Have you tried that?
Like this Aaron chick, if she knows all our dads, how come she can't get your...
Oh yeah, wait a minute. That's a good point. Hey, lady. What happened to Nick Foster?
He went back
What-
to hell.
what are you doing,
Can you
dude?
convince him to come back?
Yes.
Oh, I see. You're allowing me to kidnap and or threaten to kill you.
Wait,
Because then Nick will show up to save you.
Wait, hold on. I seem to have missed a couple
Wait,
of
that
plot
did
points.
kind of that is what happened last time, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, if you're in danger, then like your dad comes.
Grab him! Yeah! And two of the trees are going to move to grab you. What do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna like take my hand down to my maul steel katana and be like, not another step forward lest you taste my steel.
Roll intimidation.
And the only thing I've practiced on is tree branches too, so you know
Oh my God.
That's a natural one.
Whoa, okay. So they grab you and the maul steel sword snaps in your hands.
No.
It falls to the ground like the piece of fucking sharp image garbage that
Oh
it
no!
is.
I just realized Taylor's been in danger like the whole time we've been here. He got captured by Papa John and his dad didn't do shit. Oh no!
Yeah,
That's
totally.
because he knew that we could handle it, maybe.
I panic and I pull the tape measure an inch closer to me to make the sun bigger.
Oh God. Okay, so it gets about 10 degrees hotter.
Whoa,
very
whoa, whoa.
suddenly.
Can we
Jesus.
put it back? Like,
I'll do it. I'm crazy.
wait, just split the difference.
I grab
Too hot.
I grab the flamethrower and I point it at Taylor. And
Whoa,
I give him like the week. It's like, that's right, Nick. I'm gonna burn your son. Oh boy, he's gonna smell worse than this meat on the floor. He's gonna be dead.
What the hell, dude? I thought we were homies.
I'm gonna push this trigger if you don't save him.
Roll deception.
13.
13. All right, I'm gonna have
And also, to be clear, where is the grappling hook?
the grappling hook is in a box that Erin has put down on a slab of meat that is basically acting like a little table, but she is not holding the box
Got
right
it,
now.
got it.
It's next to her. If you try to go for it, she would probably get a moment to like try to react and like
Got
get it out of your
got
hands.
it. It's close enough that she
Yeah.
can react.
I rolled for Nikki sort of observing from a distance, and as you yell that, nothing seems to happen.
I'm going, oh, boy, this is gonna suck. This sure is gonna suck for Nick when his kid burns. And
It's
I'm
not-
like backing.
I rolled a 17. It's not working.
I'm backing and I go to Grant. Dad, you gotta do something. You did something to Nick. Don't you know where he is
How
or
to contact him?
Yeah, I know how to contact him, and he doesn't want to talk to me. It's like having
Well,
your ex's
then
number,
give
and
the
they don't.
phone over or something.
There's only one way I know that he would show up, and it's exactly what we're doing now. But you guys don't mean it. I
Fine.
could try to.
Okay, give me the flamethrower.
oh, you've asked for it. Now my co-leader's she's the mean one, and I toss it.
It's good cop, bad
I
cop.
toss it to Scary. But you're not gonna really kill him, Scary.
I don't know what I'll do.
Oh,
So there.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
What
and
do you want to not do the thing I'm not doing? What are you going to not do?
I lock eyes with Normal, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it?
If you're gonna do it.
Yeah, on the count of 3.
Okay, one, two.
What are we
okay,
doing?
No, I jump in front of Taylor. Don't do it, Gary.
I hit the flamethrower.
So the flames lick direct. They slam into your chest, Link. You successfully jump in front of the flamethrower when nobody was pulling the trigger.
You scared me, man.
You're on
I
fire.
thought you were gonna do it. Ow!
Go ahead and take D12 of damage.
I drop and roll.
Yeah, drop and roll as you take a D12 of damage.
See, that's gonna be your son if you don't come out here, Nikki.
I got a 1.
You got a 1. Okay, so not bad.
I love that the section that you're standing over now has now become medium rare.
I panic and drop the tape measure and go to swat the flames out on Lincoln.
Taylor does a diving roll to try and pick up the tape measure.
All right, we're going to roll opposed dexterity because Erin's going to point at that and tell her trees to do the same damn thing. And she got a 19.
Ooh.
Damn.
I got an 11.
Wait. Never mind. I'm not going to pull a mat and be like I did the thing in the middle of the thing.
Oh my God.
Ooh, spicy.
You can say you're
everybody.
doing something.
You can go ahead and do it. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's doing a thing in this moment. So yeah, one of the nearest trees leans down and snatches up the tape measure just out of
it
his
doesn't
grasp.
matter.
The tree does that, and then like a full 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi later, you hear, and then Taylor does a
Yeah,
roll.
it's nowhere
over
near
where
the
it
ground
was.
anymore.
Not even close.
Erin says, "Oh, you kids don't actually know. You're bluffing, aren't you? You don't know how to get to hell. Well, then I can tell you this. I know exactly how we can get the worlds to merge, and maybe it's not going to be so bad. Things are crazy here. Things are crazy there." Grant's like, "It'll be a lot worse. It'll be like fucking war between the people of this world and this. It could be fucking crazy." And she's like, yeah, shut. Here's the thing, though. I know how to do it. All it takes is a combined sacrifice, not of death. Nobody's going to have to die. We just have to feed 300 human years of a lifespan into my spell, and then we can sort of smush the two planes together, and everything's Gucci."
That sounds so complicated and awful.
Wait, hold on. I have a question.
Okay.
And Taylor's panting over all the exertion that he's just gone through.
Yeah.
Smushing the planes. I heard there was more than one plane. There's more than just like our world and this world, right?
Correct.
What else is there? Maybe we could find purchase in another plane. Maybe we could just skip out on these realities entirely because they're all kind of jacked up.
I guess, but I don't have a connection to those other ones. It's only because of your family that I understand the plane that you're from
What
at
are the
all.
other ones?
So the other ones are the Infernal, there's the Goofs plane, there is the Spirit plane.
Spirit planes. I hear that one. They don't give you any amenities.
Pretty affordable. Pretty affordable, though. Don't
Damn.
knock it till you try it. The only one that I know how to get to with a spell, I've actually got all the components ready I just needed 300 human years of existence to pour into there. So if you want to take some years off the end of your life, we could use that to power the spell. I don't know how many
you'll
of them.
go into our plane.
Yes.
And Dad, what do you think will happen?
I assume that basically all of the kinds of people that you've met here, all the kooks and Papa Johns and
Oh, you're right.
Flesh
There's a
Rivers.
Papa John's in our world too. It's going to have a conflict of the IP.
Yeah, they'll basically get transposed back onto our world, and maybe some of the more psychically relevant landmarks will show up too. It'll kind of be like, if you took two different jigsaw puzzles, mixed up half the pieces from one with the other, but they fit
It does
together
seem
still.
like there'd be a lot of death. Okay, then just to clarify, you would be okay to go to hell, Aaron.
Of course.
Okay, well, I feel uncomfortable calling you Miss what? What should I call you?
O'Neill.
Miss O'Neill. Okay. Look.
I'm
look.
just kidding.
Nothing. Look. Hey.
What?
Adults, you look at me.
I've been looking at
We
you.
got all the leverage. Okay.
We don't have any leverage
We
anymore.
got all the
You have
leverage.
no leverage.
Oh, really?
We have
really?
the measuring tape. You can't do
Oh,
that
you
anymore.
got the measuring tape. Well, I'm a kid, and you are supposed to care about us because we're kids. So you listen. You listen here.
So your leverage is guilt?
You listen here. We know a way to get to hell. Do we know it right now? No, but we'll go figure it out. So look, tell you what. All you gotta do, you got the easiest job in the world. Just don't kill my dad. Why don't you two just sit here and work it out like adults? If that's too hard for you, maybe you shouldn't be adults, huh? How about that? Maybe you should be dumb kids or dead.
Shit.
Huh? How about you guys work it out and we'll go off and we'll do all the stuff that you can't do and we'll go find a way to hell. And then you can go to hell where you belong, and Dad, you can go back home and you apologize. You apologize to Dad and you apologize to me, and you're gonna talk. You're gonna be in your own hell, mister. Yeah, I'll tell you what. And then we'll be good. So how about that? How about we just let's figure it out? His dad's in hell. We'll figure out a way into hell.
Roll persuasion.
It's pretty persuasive, I'm going to say. Matt has returned to looking at Anthony quietly. He is twiddling his thumbs a little bit.
I got a 4.
Okay. So she goes, "You're so cute." And she pinches your cheeks and she goes, "You think that you have anything to offer in this conversation?" "No, honey, we are doing what adults do. Adults try to kill each other. Adults don't sit around and make funny little pretend promises that we know are not going to be kept. Grant, you knew you weren't going to keep your promise." And Grant's like, "No, I wasn't going to." He's like, "Yeah, I know, we know."
Wait, there's one more thing we could do. We heard there's a place called the Church of the Doodler, and we think there could be an answer there to solving all of this, to setting this right, to defeating the Doodler, to making all the worlds better. Like, we think there could be answers there. If you give us time to look, we'll leave his dad as collateral, and if we don't deliver on the goods, you can kill
Do
him.
whatever you want with this loser.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion. Assuming you're telling the truth, you're not just trying to buy time so you can
Yes.
steal him. Okay, yeah, go on persuasion.
See, there's a concept called anti-fragility, and this is kind of like optionality. You have an option that you can exercise without any downside. There's no downside for you. You just let us try to go do something.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get what you want if we don't get it, which is probably revenge on him because he was bad, right?
Yes.
I got a 15.
She got a 7.
Can I help?
so
Can I help with this one? Can I help with this one?
Can you?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I know my dad, and I can get him in here anytime I want. I just
Then do it.
no.
Do it right now. You said anytime you want. Do it right now. You have 5 seconds. 5,
I'm sorry,
4,
your dad
3.
doesn't love you and he won't show up to save you, Taylor, but how many chances are we going to give him?
I can put myself in actual danger.
I mean, we're in
I'm
it.
waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
I'm gonna be like, you know what'd be really cool is if dad showed up right now, and I snap my fingers.
Damn it.
You snap your fingers?
Yeah.
Is there like a really high thing around here you could jump off of? And then he'd come in and save you.
Like a tree, you mean?
Yeah, like climb a really tall tree.
Wait. Huddle. What if I shoot myself into the air with my fingernail and it looks like it's a naked me screaming and crying? And maybe that'll be
Sure,
enough.
you could give it a shot. I think, yeah, go ahead, shoot here.
So I bite my
give it a-
fingernail.
as I'm unloading, as I'm like disarming the gun and taking out all my fingernails. I'm just pretty sure, like if he's watching us, then there's
Well,
been a lot
hide
of
this.
times
Don't
you've been
show
in
me. Don't
danger.
show me the gun.
But just here you go.
I
Here.
cast that spell of darkness again over this as it's happening so that Nick can't see it.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
So
Here's what's
I go ahead and I unload the gun and I hand it to you with the magazine open. I go ahead, take a shot.
All right, okay, here's what's
I don't think your dad's an idiot though. I don't think it's gonna work.
all right, here's what's gonna happen. So I take the gun with my fingernail in it. I look around. Is there a tree nearby?
Yes.
I need the tallest tree here.
Okay.
Okay, now remember, first thing you do is it's like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, where he's teaching Marion to shoot the bow. Like I'm like leading, I'm putting my arm around. It's like, look, you just you squeeze, okay? You don't, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so the tallest tree comes bum 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 bum.
And he's
So
like,
just
I'm
shoot
the
it straight
tall
up.
tree.
You just shoot it
That's
straight
what
up.
in my head, that's what he said.
What'd you
Like,
say?
I'm the tall tree.
Yeah, he goes, "I'm the tallest one."
I'm the tall
What's your
one.
name?
Tall.
Yep, it's voiced by Beth now.
That's the character.
That's the tree.
You can't hear any of this, but that's what it's thinking.
Okay, yeah. Bring me right to the top of your tree.
Oh, I'm the sad tree. I never get picked. Can I be a character?
There's a weeping willow over there.
Hey, oh my God, that tree is so cool.
So dramatic. Bring me to the top, good sir or ma'am or whatever.
So the
Why do you
tree.
need a gun for this? I think you could just shoot yourself in the air. What are you doing?
I need to get the ixnay on the gun. Just trust me.
Oh,
Just
okay.
trust me on this one. Bring
So-
me to the top, good tree.
So the tree leans over and puts its hand out, and an orb of darkness steps into it that has your weight and feel and voice coming out of it, I guess.
Yep.
It stands up and then raises its arm up as high as
Okay,
it will
so
go.
now no one can see me from down there, right?
Correct.
And so you hear from all the way up at the top of the tree, you hear, all right, just taking off my clothes real quick. Ooh, kind of cold up here. Wow, look at the heights. All right, anyway, wow, I'm so scared.
Oh.
So scared, boy, oh boy. And then like as you're hearing that, you're also hearing just like the fumbling of like metallic sounds as I'm fumbling with the gun. Okay, here I go, jumping off again without clothes.
Oh no, he's gonna do it.
Wait! Taylor, don't!
And I lean back and then I hide in the branches and I point the gun down and I shoot my naked body down towards the ground.
And you fall at 500 miles per hour.
Yeah, like a rocket.
Oh my God.
A naked Taylor ran an anime rocket.
Like a shot of the rocket back at him.
You fire a Leeb missile at the ground.
Oh no.
Go ahead and roll deception.
With advantage.
I mean,
16 plus 3, 19.
Wow.
Oh, he rolled 16 and you beat him. So, yeah, as your naked, aerodynamic, weeby form hurtles towards the ground, its last thoughts before disappearing into unconsciousness being like, oh, I gotta watch Mob Psycho 1000 season 4. Suddenly, there's a flash of fire, and the familiar form of Nikki Foster, it just appears with a puff of smoke and a puff of fire. He reaches out his arms and he grabs this weeb bullet right before it hits the ground, and all of a sudden, its momentum stops.
It just goes straight back to hell. Yeah. He grabs the weed for the Taylor and then looks at you guys and goes, nothing personal. And then disappears and just disappears back to hell.
Okay.
And then from
Aaron goes, what was that?
from the top of the trees.
What was that? Literally, what was any part of that?
From the top of the trees you hear. Did it work, guys?
Yes,
Oh,
he
yeah,
actually did.
yeah.
Look,
Can I put my clothes back on?
look, that's like,
Yeah, please do.
Why did you take your clothes off?
As Hermie taught me, it's important that the method reflects in your performance.
Hermie's like, no, he's got the right idea. That's very coolish, Very well done, very well done.
Thank you, Hermie. I knew you were the best, and you continue to be my best friend out of all of these losers.
Oh, fuck off.
What that did, Miss O'Neill, is prove that we indeed do have a connection to hell. That was just a taste, as you will, of what we can offer you.
If that's a taste, what is the meal?
I got it.
What is this, Gary? Please help us. We're
I
dying
got
here.
a spell that's contact other plane.
What? This whole dude had that the whole time, Gary!
It's only supposed to be for emergencies.
I brought my dick out for that!
Again, why did you take your clothes off?
Can we get a quick scene of Nick with
Oh, sure. So none of you know about this, but like we smash cut to hell, and Nick's like, so how did you lose your clothes? And dummy Taylor is like, anime.
I got it. Nani?
Oh God, you've gone full weeb, haven't you? Here, look me in the look. Hey.
Hatsune Miku.
No, don't say that. Please don't say that. Well, if you've got a spell that can contact the other plane, then yeah, then that's something.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
All right. Beep boop boop boop. Beep boop beep boop beep. It's a spell and a cell phone. Okay.
A spell phone, if
I
you
have to
will.
make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw,
Okay,
and so I will do that.
go for it.
Oh, I'm going to finally do something useful, and I give you guidance.
Fuck, I fail.
What'd you
I got a 10.
Okay, well, how much does guidance give you? 1d4. Oh, that won't cut it.
Ooh.
On a fail, you take 66 psychic damage and are insane until you finish a
Oh,
long
no.
rest.
Ooh, no.
You
But
can't
that's
take actions,
problematic.
can't understand
It
what
is
other
problematic.
creatures say, can't read, can't speak, and speak only in gibberish. A greater restoration spell on you ends this effect.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because that's weird.
I just turn into a valley girl.
Oh, you just get put on hold, which means that you're just frozen in place because your mind is connecting to the
Oh,
other
I
plane.
like that.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. You attempt to contact the
That'll
other
be
plane.
fun to play, Freddie.
Yeah, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's just say it fails. Let's just say that it fails.
Let's just try to come up with some cool colors.
No, hey, I agree. It was a good idea if this were a novel. So it fails, and it fails in such a way that your spell slots are all expelled for the rest of the
You used up
until
your
you long
minutes.
stand.
Yeah.
Okay, all your minutes are gone. So
It's still ringing.
Erin sees that going. She goes, so it sounds like Operation Smush the Planes Together
No,
is
it
looking
works.
better and better by the moment, is it
Excuse me,
not?
I'm making a phone call. Hey, Nick. It's scary. No, you have no reason to know me. It's just, I mean, a lot of people do know me. I'm pretty knowable, pretty fearsome. Anyways, what's that? You can't come, but you're still powerful? Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. I think everybody's going to be pretty disappointed, but they'll know that you could come and fuck things up at any time.
So weird phrasing overall.
And you're opening a portal to hell? Yeah? Okay, in a few hours after we leave? That's great. That's actually great news. So this entire conversation has really changed around, and now it's good news.
Roll deception.
Also, Nick, I'm sorry, but the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because he's dead.
Roll deception with disadvantage.
Love it.
That's a 5.
So she goes, in your fake phone call to someone, you started it off by saying, "Oh, you're not making
Can
a portal?"
you believe she thinks this is a fake phone call?
All right, Miss
Yeah.
O'Neill. Okay, look here. This is it. Okay, you're right. You got the leverage. We don't have any leverage. And I pick up the flamethrower and I turn it around and I give it to her. I was like, "Go ahead. If you want to kill us, then that's what you got to do. But I got to tell you something. We're just kids. It's not our fault that this happened. We're doing our best to try to stop all this. And we read what the dads did, and like, I know that my dad did a lot of bad stuff, and so did our dads, and you have every right to be ticked off. But what I read, what I saw in that story, you seemed like a good person. You helped them, and you gave them a chance, and I hope you find it in your heart to give us a chance too, because we're going to do our best to help everybody. And I promise if we go and try to find a way to get you to where you need to go, then we are, because we don't want to repeat what our dads did. So just...
while he's doing this, Normal is scooching his way towards the grappling gun.
Okay. Why don't you give me persuasion, Matt? And if you do decently well, then that'll give you advantage for your stealth check towards the grapnel gun.
I got a 5. God. Not even advantage?
No. If you've been trying to convince somebody 5 times over and then you tried a 6th time, that doesn't mean the 6th time is magical. So you just give me a normal stealth roll trying to get the grapple gun.
6 time.
I got a 15.
Okay, great. So you successfully sneak towards the grapple gun. You can basically grab it without a check at this point. You're close enough to it. As you're saying all of that, Lincoln, Aaron puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "If I may, it was never my intention to hurt any of you. You're small, stinky children. You all have your lives ahead of you. And it's like you said, you're not to blame for what happened. Your daddy's to blame. Your father's to blame. And I'm sure you have a lot of really lovely solutions percolating in that little brain of yours there. But sometimes the only thing that'll quench the anger and the sadness and the fear that you've had for a long time is to sort of, lash out at other people. So that's what I'm going to do to your dad.
Okay.
Because he killed everyone on this planet, sort of, in a sense. And that's okay. You'll get over it, big boy. Who's my special boy? Who's my brave boy? Is it you?" She's pointing at you. "Is it, though?"
What's happening with the grappling hook?
I grab the grappling gun and fire it at the sun.
Wow. Okay, roll dexterity with advantage because nobody's looking at you.
And while he is doing that, I want to kick her.
Right before I do it, I give a cool guy nod to Link, and I bulge my eyes like in a Heroes Shed No Tears, that John Woo movie where the guy and his kid communicate by blinking at each other.
I'm gonna kick her in the shin.
You're gonna kick her in the
I'm
shin?
trying to grab the flamethrower back.
I got an 18.
Whoa! Okay, so with an 18, with the dexterity of the Caped Crusader himself, your grapnel gun extends out on a really, 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 really long chain, longer than should be able to fit in a gun this size. The talons clasp around the sun, and then it gets reeled back in, and you see the shadows all growing taller and moving very suddenly. And all the trees immediately get up and sort of look and try to see what's going on with the sun.
There's one sunflower that's so fucking confused right now.
It just goes snaps its own neck. And suddenly the sun is at the end of the grapnel gun, and the grapnel gun is completely retracted. So it's near your hand. You can feel the heat radiating off it. It's really intense heat. Roll Constitution.
It's kind of like the gravity gun in the end of Half-Life 2.
I guess it kind of is, yeah.
Big glowing...
15.
Okay, so with a 15, you're only going to take 1d10 damage.
1d10, mamma mia.
Yes. Grant sees all this happen, and he goes, "The box! Get the box!" But he tries to struggle, but 2 trees are holding him. But he's nodding at the box that he brought the parcels in.
I was going to say, did I successfully get the flamethrower?
Why don't you roll...
I would assume that grabbing the sun's a good disadvantage or me advantage for, she'd be she's probably turning to look at the sun.
Yes, I would agree. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand or a dexterity with advantage to try to
Kick
snatch out
someone in the
Rand.
shins.
Well, I'm kicker or pull the gun.
I think pulling it. I think it's like one action. So pulling
you know
a
what
gun
it
from
is?
her hand
It's
makes
like when
sense.
you like steal a basketball and
go,
it's just a big
22.
slap.
22.
Without
Wow.
advantage even.
Yeah, you basketball slap it the fuck out of her hands and then catch it before it hits the ground.
I catch it on my foot, then flip it up and back in my hand.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
All right, so you've got the sun, you've got the flamethrower.
I'm gonna try to slide tackle in and sweep the box.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics roll.
18.
All right, so you effortlessly, with muscle memory that your heart has been trying so hard to kick out of your brain, you use your expert soccer skills to slide tackle and grab the box. You now possess it.
And then Taylor flips his hair in a cool ass way and goes like, "Well done, team. I think Ms. O'Neill, I think it's time we renegotiate this deal."
I think it's time we make like a tree and leave.
Oh, that's a good too.
Get it now! Cheese it! And I run.
Everyone runs.
Great. You all start sprinting toward the way that you came in, and the
The big
ground.
meat gap, the big hole of meat.
Yeah, you try to head back towards the meat sphincter from whence you entered the cavern, the undergrove. And your hearts are beating hard enough and you're scared enough that for the first couple of seconds, you don't realize that the ground is shaking. And you think that, oh, maybe something's chasing us from behind. It's best not to look around. But then in front of you, you see the ground is still beginning to shake. And
Jiggle.
Jiggle. And not the tallest tree, but certainly the widest tree that you have ever seen claws its
The
way
what tree?
out of the ground. What?
The what tree?
The widest.
tree.
Oh, I think it said whitest.
A verified General
Like, hey.
Sherman.
The stoutest, the
stoutest.
stoutest boy tree that you have ever seen. The stoutest tree you've ever seen claws its way out of the ground, and the center of its trunk opens, and you see fangs with sap dripping from them, and inside moist, pulpy, kind of papery, like wood substance inside. And it belches at you, and it raises its hands down to slam all of you.
Hey, Link.
What's up?
Guess what kind of tree takes notes?
I've been thinking of this
A
one.
nutmeg tree.
A what tree?
Like
what?
nutmeg. We're gonna die.
Hermie's like, that's so good! That's so good! That's so good! That's what I was going for!
All our days whisked away, but is there something more to say? You know that no one knows us better than ourselves. Used to tell myself it'll be alright. Pretty lies let me sleep at night. I know that no one knows me better than myself. And I know I'll get this right. It's just a matter of time till we make it out alive. We gotta pick ourselves up and say, not today, no, not today. We live for tomorrow, make, steal, and borrow. Break where we can't change. We gotta pick ourselves up and say, not today, no, not today. I don't need your sorrow, come back tomorrow. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way.
Dungeons and Daddies is Matt Arnold as Lincoln Lee Wilson, Anthony Burch as our DM, Will Campos as Normal Oak, Beth May as Scary Marlowe, and myself, Freddie Wong as Taylor Swift. Our theme song is On My Way by Maxton Waller. Brian Fernandez is our content producer, Ashley Nicolette is our community manager, Esther Ellis is our lead editor, Travis Reeves provides additional editing, and Robin Rapp is our transcriber. Shout out this week to some of our fine Patreon supporters, people such as Amanda Egbert, Jake Coltrane, Eamon O'Donovan, Theo R, Bryce T, Quince, Kyler Giesink, Justin Headley, Random Stuff Studio, Kyle Kochenek, Ben McD, Billy Chambers, Joshua Call, Diana Raphael Cameron, Lady Draconis, Charles, Kyle, The One Who Asked Why, Pat W, and Adam Okerberg. Hey, are you all caught up and looking for other D&D podcasts like this one? You might try another D&D podcast or The Adventure Zone or Rude Tales of Magic. You can check out our subreddit for more recommendations. But do you know what the best other D&D podcast is? That's easy. It's our show, our after show podcast that we do on our Patreon. That's right, you can support this show directly and get more content on our Patreon. Here's how that works. You pay us $5 a month or more if you want, and you get instant access to a huge back catalog of bonus content, Talking Dad / Teen Talk, which is our after show we do after every episode all the way back to season 1. There's also stuff like videos of our live shows, full-on bonus campaigns and other RPG systems, 3 episodes of a podcast called Debate Me Cow, where I defeat Matt in debates on incredibly important topics, like if pepperoni is a good pizza topping. It's not, I'll tell you that much. Go check that out, especially if you're hankering for more content. We get that a lot on our Twitter and our subreddits. People ask about that. Well, give our Patreon a shot. You can check out our website at dungeonsanddaddies.com/Patreon to see all the bonus content that we've put out so far. A lot of hours on there. So just fill it up with, the stuff that was too funny for the main feed. Our Twitter is Dungeons and Dads. Our website, dungeonsanddaddies.com. Our store.dungeonsanddaddies.com. Subreddit is Dungeons and Daddies. And our next episode comes at you November 15th. We will see you then.
We gotta pick ourselves up and say, not today, no, not today. We live for tomorrow, make, steal, and borrow, break where we can't change. We gotta pick ourselves up and say, not today, no, not today. I don't need your sorrow, come back tomorrow, I'll be on my way.
Will, you missed an incredible pun there. You could have said, I don't know this guy that well, and I don't know this guy that well either.
Ooh, pretty good. Well, too bad.
Oh, well.